This story is called Valkan's Revenge and Rise, Part 2, by Danny 2018 Yode. While Crow and friends were in the White Dimension. In the world of tabs, Valkan and his forces began to take over the world, starting with the farmers. "Surrender now and kneel to me," said Valkan. "Never! You will kill my friends, and I will revenge," said Sammy the Scarecrow. "Then join them," said Valkan. "Attacking Sammy? Why would you pick on poor Sammy the Scarecrow? Look, he's just chilling here with his birds. He loves birds. Why would you want to hate on a bird lover like that?" And good to see Bob Ross is back. I had to remove the Stalingrad 2 or 3 mod to get Bob Ross back, but Bob Ross is back. Bob Ross is looking just like Bob Ross again. And over here you have all of our lovely farmers completely outnumbered by the armies of the evil Valkan and his Soul Keeper. Valkan, you are looking as evil as always. And Mr. Soul Keeper, the one who wants to rip Crow of his god powers using Mount Crow. He's done it once. He might do it again. The lovely Soul Keeper. And they're undead and knights. What kind of army is this? There's a little bit of everything in here. Oh, didn't he have an alliance with Da Vinci? Valkan has once had an alliance with Da Vinci. That could be why there are some Renaissance faction people here in his army. And the knights are from King Philip, because King Philip is a jerk. And the battle begins, and poor Sammy the Scarecrow is not going to be enough to survive as Bob Ross mowing through the ranks, getting completely run over by all the squires. Knight moving in, charging through his own teammates to try and get to all the farmer ranks over here. Squires attacking, crows flying in, trying to defeat the armies, but it's not going to be enough. Sammy the Scarecrow and his armies are going to be overrun, especially as the swordcasters get here and begin to throw their swords. The only problem is swordcasters have a little bit of friendly fire going. Oh no, no friendly fire. The swords are going right through all the units and hitting the enemies. Oh, this harvester bull rushed by this knight. Harvester done, second harvester done, and now there's just one harvester and Sammy the Scarecrow left to face the might of Valkan. This is not looking good for lovely Sammy, ladies and gentlemen, as Sammy gets attacked by the knights. The skeletons move in, Sammy is down, and now just one lowly harvester dying to 3 swords in the torso. Crow and his friends were challenged by Zeus to pass the first training. "Crow, your soul is the only one capable of bearing the power of all gods. But you must prove your worth by defeating me," Zeus said to start the battle. So while Valkan is in the real world parading around and slaughtering innocents, Crow and his friends are stuck here in the White Realm, in the Dream Domain, in this domain, to acquire their god powers as they charge in on Zeus. Oh, look, we've got Benny. What's Benny doing here? How you doing? Didn't even notice you there. Bjorn, how are you? Looking very good today. Night Crow, what's up? Beautiful Helga. Still haven't quite forgiven you for cheating on Larry. We'll talk about that later. And then lovely Larry, my boy, how's it going? Moving in on Zeus, hitting him with the potions, confusing Zeus as Zeus tries to throw lightning bolts, hopefully hitting Helga first. That's right, Helga. You get what you deserve. In goes Benny, leading the charge. Oh, Benny's done. And now we have a bit of a problem because Zeus has the range, but luckily Larry's potions have confused Zeus, allowing the Night Crow and Bjorn to get in on his royal godness, Zeus. It looks like the Night Crow was knocked off, but Bjorn, with the butt end of his axe, knocks Zeus unconscious. Crow defeated Zeus, proving his worth. Now receiving the power of lightning, Crow must use his new power to defeat Euler and his army to complete his second challenge. Oh, Crow gets the power of lightning. You know what that means? That means god powers. Helga, I only rezzed you because Larry asked me. Why did you ask me to res her? Benny, you might want to just chill at the back for this one. Okay. In goes Crow and Bjorn. Crow needs to get a little bit closer before he uses his lightning god power. So now that Crow is at point blank range, it's time to set this up. Here we go. 200 Zeus lightning bolts there. And arc it up some more, and then arc it up some more, and then arc it up some more, and then arc it up some more. That is 1,000 Zeus lightning bolts as Crow has unlocked the power. I gotta slow this down. The power of lightning, sending away all. That was beautiful. That was amazing. That was magnificent. And a Valkyrie moves in on Crow and Euler, the axe thrower. Well, see, Euler is, Euler, he froze Crow. That's enough out of you. The other version, the God version says, what's up, Euler? Again with Crow, he was received in the third challenge against Artemis. Euler gave him the option of Odin's spear to complete this task. As a quick aside, I had to reinstall Stalingrad 3 to get Odin's spear back, because Odin's spear apparently is what we must do to save our friends from all of these archers who ring them and want to destroy them. So what we'll do is we'll take our lovely god powers and go around the circle in a circle, because that's what you do. You go around circles in circles. You don't go around circles in squares. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You don't go around a circle in triangles. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You go around a circle in circles like this, circularly, more or less. And we're gonna give Artemis some extras just to be sure. We're gonna save our friends with the Odin spear projectile in 3, 2, 1, freeze. Hopefully all these archers freeze. So wow, Odin, your spear is pretty powerful. Not satisfied with taking Farm Village, Valkan and his army advanced to the lands of the dynasty. There, the Emperor Musashi and his wife Lady Red Jade were waiting for the attack, trying to resist. Ladies and gentlemen, Valkan is not satisfied with the farmers. We are back in the real world, and Valkan is about to try and take over the dynasty faction. And the dynasty faction seems to be very underwhelming here, and the Emperor Musashi and his wife Lady Red Jade are not going to be able to stand against the might and power of Valkan. Valkan is rocking swordcasters, rocking skeletons, rocking catapults, rocking knights, and Valkan and the Soul Keeper are going to destroy the dynasty faction. And we're gonna have a front row seat to the entire thing. Firework archers are firing on the swordcasters, causing them... Oh, look at that. Also, why are the swordcasters' swords glowing? Anyone's noticed that? That must be the mod. That must be the Stalingrad 3 mod that we had to reinstall. In go all the knights, the dragon breathing fire on all these skeletons. Is it enough to burn them? I don't know. Skeletons moving in. Watches are firing with actually not hitting anything. They fired short. And the swordcasters' glowing swords continue to penetrate. Lady Red Jade is in amongst all the enemies, but getting shot at by the swords. Look at these glowing swords. Oh my god, that is so disgusting. That is sticking out of this poor guy's face and neck. Lady Red Jade's still alive, being skewered, however, multiple times by the sword. She still lives. No, she's done. She has perished. A handful of monks left. 4 swords to the chest completely destroyed this poor monk. Guys, Valkan's army, it's way too strong. The Emperor Musashi is still alive with a monk and a Hwacha, but the Emperor is going after this knight here and about to be shot in the back by a boatload of glowing blue swords. Luckily, the Emperor is able to deflect projectiles, but he's being overrun by all the melee units, and now he's stuck. He's in amongst all these melee, and boom, 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 boom. The Emperor Musashi is dead. Defeated, the Emperor Musashi and his wife are surrounded. Join my army or die like the others, Valkan spoke. I will never do that. Above all, the honor of my people will never die, Musashi said. And Valkan was furious at his response and used his mighty shout to send them to the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, the Emperor Musashi and Lady Red Jade are about to be blasted into the distance, though it didn't work so well. The Emperor went right, Lady Red Jade went left. Doesn't matter because there's just way too many red units, too many skeletons, too many knights. The Blue Emperor is being cornered here off the edge of the map, and it is over. It's absolutely over. Valkan sent Musashi, Red Jade, and the last of his units to the Mount Olympus. There, Leonidas and the Spartan army received them. Stop! You don't belong here, spoke Leonidas. Wait, we were sent here by the power of an evil tyrant. We need help, said Musashi, telling Leonidas the whole story. So here is King Leonidas, looking handsome and daring as always, with Lady Red Jade and the Emperor Musashi. And they're here to seek help from Leonidas, from the ancient faction. And hopefully, they will be enough to help defeat Valkan. What we really need are our friends in the dream realm and the god realm to join them and fight. King Philip was feeling guilty after executing Larry and his friends. He never liked him, but kill him was too much. Valkan showed up suddenly, and he appeared. Finally, it's only one step to the total conqueror of his world. I need you to come with me, Valkan ordered. Yes, my lord, King Philip said fearfully. So King Philip is not willingly going with Valkan. This is more out of fear and the protection and safety of his own troops. So now we've got King Philip joining Valkan and the Soul Keeper. Crow and his friends completed all of the god tasks. Now with his new god powers, he was ready to fight again. The Supreme Priest showed up. Now you must recover the Tabs world by defeating Valkan. But you aren't powerful enough to do it yourself. Now he has powers even bigger than you from before. Crow smiles at him. He knew all of that and accepted the destiny. Then they were all sent to the Tabs world. So here we are with all of Crow's friends about to go back to the Tabs world. You've got Benny, Larry, and Helga. You've got Crow and Bjorn. You've got that priest, and you have all of the gods, including Mr. Death himself, who is actually a friend of Crow's, but also, I guess, kind of a god figure. You've got the lovely Hugo, the last of the Ice Giants, and you've got Manny the Mammoth, the last of the Mammoths. Why they're sitting here with the gods, I have no idea, but they are. Valkan and King Philip showed up to the Mount Olympus. Leonidas, Musashi, Kira, Kyle, and Jade, the last army to stop Valkan. King Philip decided to betray Valkan. No, this isn't what a king makes. I will stop you, said Philip, but Valkan laughs. Ha 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 ha! Do you think you can fool me? Valkan ends with Philip and his army with god powers, then proceeds to attack the last army. Guys, we forget that Valkan, according to this storyline, has god powers, so he's about to make short work of lovely Philip here. And knowing Valkan, he probably uses god powers like candle fire and stuff, so we're just gonna blast King Philip and his lovely little knights here out of the game just like that. Oh wow, King Philip actually wasn't knocked back. Apparently he needs even more god powers. Be gone, Philip! Be gone, Philip! Wow, he's really durable. There he goes. Goodbye, Mr. King Philip. In go the armies of Valkan against the last of the resistance. And it did say that we could use Valkan god powers. So I think that's what we're going to do. And I'm just gonna help Valkan here, which feels weird, but that's part of the story. I'm just gonna drop in a handful of explosive bombs. As if I am Valkan, as if I am the Valkan, firing for him. Oh, there's Lady Kira being hit by the Swordcaster's swords. That is disgusting. These ranged units can just get exploded, and then these ranged units over here can also just get exploded. It's phenomenal, and this should be more than enough damage for the red army to be victorious because they are red, and therefore red must win. Lady Red Jade still alive. Kira the Pirate Queen still alive. Look how many swords. Look how many swords are in Kira the Pirate Queen, and she's still going. Are you kidding me right now? What a disgusting battle. What a disgusting battle. Valkan's armies were victorious, and we continue with our story. The last resistance was no match to the power of Valkan. But before they ended, Crow arrives with his new army, using the power of Euler, Zeus, and Artemis to protect the resistance. Valkan, confused, turns around and was afraid of what was behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, the last of the resistance is here, being surrounded by their enemies, but in comes Crow with his newfound god powers. Oh my god, Zeus is there, and Larry has the largest head I've ever seen. You go, Larry. How about we just drop some of these Odin Spear projectiles, since it's one of the new god powers Crow picked up in this storyline, so it seems only fitting that we use this to decimate the armies of Valkan as the armies of Crow and the resistance fighters move in and completely overwhelm and overtake the majority of his army. Now there's a handful of archers left, and then a handful of swordcasters. Captain Kyle is here, the Shogun is here, the Valkyries are here, and they've all destroyed that poor swordcaster. Completely dominated it. There's next to no armies left, and the heroes were victorious. No, there is no way you are alive, and no way you have your powers back. How? Valkan was afraid. Crow and the Supreme Priest used the power combined to try to seal Valkan in a prison, but Valkan was able to take down the Supreme Priest before he was sealed. Here is Valkan and the Soul Keeper versus all the friends. I mean, I think everybody's here. It's crazy. But they were able to destroy the priest before they were captured and sealed away for forever. And Minnie the Minotaur has the best face you've ever seen. Valkan was successfully sealed in the ice prison, unable to use his powers to escape. This will be your punishment for your evil acts, says Crow to Valkan before letting him there. The Soul Keeper was in the Dead Land with Mr. Death himself to punish him. So there is a little hobbit. Oh, this is how we end the match. This is the match ending. So where is Crow? Oh, they're over here. You can see Bjorn, Benny, Crow, Helga, and Larry here sealing Valkan in here for the rest of time. In here you can rot, and in here you can stay, Mr. Valkan. Finally, in peace again, Crow and the other gods rebuilt the Mount Crow, and the god powers of Crow slowly started to come back. Hey, Crow, we need to celebrate this. Please later come to my kingdom, and sorry for all, says King Philip, who was revived by Crow. Sure, after all, you aren't that bad. You tried the best you can, said Crow. Aw, they got together and made nice with King Philip. That's fantastic. The Monkey King has a tiny monkey head. That is also fantastic. And everyone's here, Larry and Helga, and Hugo and Minnie and Bjorn, and Sammy, the Scarecrow, and Benny, and everyone lived happily ever after for now. Thanks. Have fun. That was a cool story.